Hey there. I was recently asked why do I usually program 3 sets per exercise when it comes to strength training? And the answer comes down to science. So over the last 2 or so decades, there's been a lot of research into strength training intensities, volumes, how many sets, how many reps, and the different effects that occur with them. So I'm going to give you a simplified answer of the kind of accumulation of all this research and why you would choose 3 sets or 4 or 5 or 2 or why not based on the science. So first to start, I got this graph I'm going to draw. So strength gains on the up y-axis, sets on the bottom here on the x-axis. So what happens when you perform strength training sets? So you get a certain amount of strength gain after your body recovers from the workout. So say you do 1 set, you get a certain amount of strength gain from that. So say here you go to 2 sets, you bump up, you get some more for 2. You go to 3, you get another bump up. Go to 4, you get another one, 5, and so on as you go on and on. One thing you'll notice here is how the returns or the strength gains start to reduce after number of sets. So you can see how the increase levels off the more sets you do. So eventually you kind of hit a point of diminishing returns. Another thing to consider is amount of fatigue and recovery time. So the more sets you do, the more the recovery time starts to increase, as in you need more time to recover, more time to get those strength gains from the workout. So you have to take that into account of how long it takes to recover, how much fatigue, and when is your next workout. Not just your next strength workout, but as well as your next bike ride, your next endurance workout, and your overall training volume. So another thing that's totally applicable, not necessarily science related, is time to complete the workout. So if you start doing 4 or 5 sets for a whole workout, or then thinking about how much fatigue that increases, or if you just 1 circuit or 1 superset of the workout, you start adding time. So a lot of mountain bikers, there's a lot else going on, everything from busy personal, family and work lives, as well as other training focuses, endurance, skill work. So you have to kind of manage this all in a whole program. So I generally stick to 3 for most workouts to manage time. Sometimes I go lower if a workout is going long, and why would I go above that? Typically reasons I would go above 3 sets, and it's usually in a more experienced athlete, person that's been strength training for quite a while, does have the ability to recover efficiency from this, and it won't overload them in this phase of their program. So things to consider with this are things like how many reps. So if you're doing 3 sets of 12 reps, you're doing a total of 36 reps. So that's quite a bit of muscular fatigue that's going to occur because you're doing 12 reps to a pretty high level of fatigue. But say you're going to do 5 reps or lower. So you're working in the 3 to 5 rep range, which is really great for gaining absolute strength. So if you were just to do 3 times 5, you're only getting a total of 15 reps, which is fairly low volume. Understandably, weight is much higher when you're reducing reps. You are stressing your central nervous system, or it just means your brain and nervous system. So what happens with the lower reps, like I said, your brain and nervous system are trying to contract muscles harder, get more muscle fibers to contract, to be able to produce more force, to lift the weight more. And sometimes 15 reps, or say if you're doing 3 by 3, you're doing 9 reps. This may not be enough stimulus. So this is where you start adding more. This is where you might do 4 by 5 or 5 by 5 to get up to 25 reps total. I would only do this with a single or 2 main strength lifts in a workout for a more experienced mountain biker who has spent time in the gym and is able to effectively lift a weight that way, as in able to recruit enough muscle fibers to get the benefit of the lower reps and the increased volume, as well as safely make the lift. Because if it's a more technical lift, whether you're looking at power exercises like modified Olympic lifts, deadlifts, squats, you want them to I want my athletes to safely do these exercises and not increase the risk of injury. So this kind of thing, which is 1, 2, you may add a little bit of extra time to the workout, but if absolute strength is a focus in that phase and it's a recognized need for that athlete to improve their performance on the bike, that is definitely something I will program in for my athletes. But in general, the 3 rep range is kind of a sweet spot for strength gains, almost no matter what the rep range, safety, time efficiency, and overall recovery time. I can work on a lot of different types of strength qualities, whether it's muscular endurance, max strength, power, which is like how fast you can move a weight. I can accomplish a lot of things in a workout and be very efficient with my workouts that I design, and ultimately my clients get a lot of benefit, and they're able to fit into their busy work, family, and training lives. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, post in the comments, or any way to open up a discussion. If you have any other experiences with modulating volume through sets and reps in your strength workouts.